Now let's see how you can handle events. So all these React elements have properties that are based on standard DOM events. For example, here in our button, we have a property on click. You also have on double click. If you're working with input fields, you have on key down, on key press, on key up, all those standard DOM events that you're familiar with. So here, let's handle the on click event. We set this to curly braces because we need to pass an expression. Now, the way we do this is by defining a method here. And the naming convention we use for that is handle. What are we handling here? Increment. So handle increment. Let's do a console.log increment clicked. And then finally, we need to pass a reference to this method here in between curly braces. So this dot handle increment. Note that we are not calling this method. We're simply passing a reference to it. This is different from handling events in vanilla JavaScript. In vanilla JavaScript, we call the target function when setting the onClick attribute. Also note that the name of the event here is case sensitive. So if we use a lowercase c here, we're going to get an error because React elements don't have a property called onClick with this naming convention. Okay, so let's revert this back, save the changes. As you can see, the Prettier plugin automatically reformatted this code. So now each attribute or property is on a separate line. Now back in the browser, let's click this button. There you go. We get these messages here. Beautiful. Now here in this method, we need to increment the value of the count property. But currently there is a problem with our implementation. So if we log this.state.count, we're going to get an error. Let me show you. So here, let's log this.state.count. Save the changes. Back in the browser, click. There you go. Cannot read property state of undefined. So back in the code, this is undefined in this method. Let's verify that. So let's just log this on the console. One more time, let's click this. You can see this is undefined. So currently we don't have access to the state property. Why? That's the topic for the next lecture.